It's very rare, actually, that people are in the business that come from New York. In our cast right now, in Kinky Boots, we have people from all over the place. So we have some people from Alabama and Kansas City, St. Louis, Florida. Yeah, it's from all over the place. Anybody can do it.
I grew up in a smallish college town of about 40, 50,000 in Oregon, Corvallis, Oregon.
Where I grew up, I think, is heartland of America, Houston, Ohio. You know, the people say hello, acknowledge each other.
I grew up in a small town called Eatonville, Florida, which is the oldest black chartered municipality in the United States. Thank you very much.
I grew up in a small town in Hawaii, Kaneohe. It's about 11 miles outside of Honolulu.
I grew up in Concord, New Hampshire. We lived right in the middle of the junior high school, the elementary school, and the high school. I could walk to school my whole life.
I was born in Statesboro, Georgia, small town. I don't remember it that much. And then lived in Athens, Georgia for a while, and then Augusta, Georgia.
I grew up in Topeka, Kansas, which is the capital of Kansas. My mom asked me when I was in like 6th grade, 7th grade, she said, I know you're a long way off from having to make any of these kinds of decisions, but what do you think you'd like to do when you grow up? Because up until that point, my answer had always been, I want to be a fireman or I want to be a trash man. My mom loved that. I always said I wanted to be a trash man. I thought that'd be so cool to like hang off the back of a truck and not have to wear a seatbelt. But I told her, I said, Mom, I know I'm really young, but I really think I want to be an actor when I grow up. And she said, okay, you can do that if you want to.
My dream started basically around 6th grade, and I kind of wanted to just be an actor. And my family at first, they didn't really take me seriously, but then my mom started to.
We have 2 children who are polar opposites. You know, I have my farmer and I have my actor.
My brother, he likes like racing 4-wheelers.
I dream to race 4-wheelers professionally one day, hopefully.
And supporting both of their needs and wants, it's constant. It's difficult every day.
When you're lucky enough to have someone in your life who sees something in you and wants to help you bring that out, that you're a very lucky person. Both my mom and dad wanted to make sure that we were as whole a person as possible. They loved that we were involved in different things.
I think Broadway is pretty cool. I'd want to go there someday. People in school and Dryden don't really understand. I think it is important to pursue your dreams.
I remember standing out in the middle of the driveway on my farm, looking up at the stars, thinking, I'm in Ohio, and right now it's Saturday night, and somebody told me that in New York City there are Broadway shows playing where there are actors on stage. I'm looking up at the stars thinking this, and it's like being told that there's a world outside of what you know is something that can inspire dreams. I think of that a lot, that moment.
My school is like, it's not tiny, but it's not huge. We all have to take music. You can do band if you want to.
They do a fabulous musical once a year, but that's pretty much it. I don't think there's a drama club or anything like that.
If you look 20 years ago versus today, in the high school market, it's growing. We're at like 79% of high schools have some theater in their school. In the elementary school, it's completely the opposite. It's almost non-existent. And middle school is also growing right now. It's actually our fastest growing area. And you know, it really ranges. You've got some schools that have nothing. You have some schools that are even having things like playwriting or film or stage management, you know, taste of that. Really, so much depends on the leadership of the teacher and how much they're able to get the administrator support and the community support and build their budget and, you know, show what they're doing.
You know, Brandon and the reality of what he's getting himself into, he understands it, and I don't know where that comes from.
I'd say I've always, if something interests me or I wanted something, I'd go for it.
He's way determined.
It was actually me, like I wanted to do it. It's not like my parents were like the kind that would force me to. Like they supported me through the whole way. My mom especially.
In grade school, it was like talent shows. Like my mom would write a sketch and myself and a couple of friends would perform in it.
And then it wasn't, I want to do it, it's this is how I'm going to do it. So he would start researching.
I researched like everything basically.
He did it all and basically presented it to me as an offer, like, can we do it? He was looking for jobs around here, like, look, Mom, I can do this.
My grandfather was actually a clown in the rodeo, and he had given me his trunk with costumes and stuff. So I would do this clown act where I would, do full clown makeup, wear my grandfather's clown costume from the rodeo. All I would do would be lip sync these Spike Jones songs, but it was enough to, entertain the kids. It was enough to do like a 20, 25-minute act at the fairs. And, for somebody in junior high and high school, making $50 a day, it was like, wow, this is great,